Artificial intelligence is rapidly transforming how machines generate and understand human speech. But despite impressive progress, most voice AI systems today still struggle with one fundamental challenge: producing long, natural conversations that actually sound human. In 2025, Microsoft introduced a research project called VibeVoice, a conversational voice AI system designed to generate long-form, multi-speaker dialogue. It can last up to 90 minutes in a single pass. However, the story of VibeVoice is not just about technological innovation. It is also about the difficult balance between powerful AI capabilities and responsible deployment. In this video, we will explore how VibeVoice works, why it was briefly shut down, and why it has suddenly returned to global attention in 2026. To understand why VibeVoice matters, we first need to understand the limitations of traditional speech generation systems. Most text-to-speech models today are designed for short narration with a single speaker. They perform well when reading text aloud, but they struggle when tasked with producing long conversations. There are three major reasons for this. First, speaker consistency. When multiple voices are introduced, many systems fail to maintain stable identities. Voices may drift or begin to sound similar over time. Second, computational constraints. Many speech generation models rely on very high token rates, sometimes hundreds of tokens per second. When generating long audio sequences, this quickly becomes computationally expensive. Third, lack of conversational realism. Real human dialogue contains pauses, emotional shifts, interruptions, and subtle vocal expressions. Traditional systems often fail to reproduce these natural dynamics convincingly. Microsoft designed VibeVoice specifically to overcome these. The architecture of VibeVoice combines several innovations in speech representation and generative modeling. One of its key breakthroughs is continuous speech tokenization, operating at an ultra-low frame rate of about 7.5 Hz. Compared with earlier approaches, this dramatically compresses how speech is represented while preserving audio quality. Because fewer tokens are needed, the system can process much longer sequences, making extended conversations feasible. VibeVoice also uses a next token diffusion framework. The architecture includes two core components. First, a large language model that understands the script, conversational flow, and speaker identities. Second, a diffusion-based acoustic module that converts noise into detailed speech signals, capturing tone and emotion. An acoustic decoder then converts these signals into the final audio waveform. This sounds significantly more natural. When Microsoft released VibeVoice as an open research framework in 2025, it quickly attracted developer attention. Researchers began experimenting with AI-generated podcasts, storytelling sessions, and multi-speaker educational content. However, the excitement was short-lived. Microsoft temporarily removed the main repository hosting the code. There were concerns about potential misuse. Since the system could replicate voices, there was a risk of deepfake audio. The project was later re-released with additional safety measures, including watermarking mechanisms to detect synthetic speech. Microsoft also issued a clear warning. The system may still generate biased or inaccurate outputs from its base model. The company emphasized that developers should verify content, disclose when audio is AI-generated, and deploy responsibly. Despite the temporary shutdown, development around VibeVoice did not stop. It continued through community forks. One of the most significant additions is VibeVoice ASR, a speech recognition system for transcribing conversations up to an hour long. The system can automatically identify speakers, generate timestamps, and produce structured transcripts of conversations. When this became easier to use in early 2026, interest in VibeVoice surged again across the AI community. What began as a single experimental model now looked more like a complete conversational voice AI ecosystem. The capabilities of VibeVoice opened several powerful applications like AI-driven podcasts and dynamic game dialogue. Speech systems are now capable of producing hour-long conversations with multiple speakers and emotional nuance. Technological progress must always be balanced with responsible use. The future may be fully conversational digital voices.